Hello, today we're going to be doing some SPAG practice, so that's spelling, punctuation and grammar. So with punctuation, some of the things we're going to be looking at in this test is colons, semicolons and commas. The grammar we're going to be looking at is active and passive. We're going to be looking at sentences. Now sentences need a subject, a verb and an object for it to be a sentence usually. So that's what we're going to be looking at there, subject, verb and objects, which also link in with active and passive voice. Okay, let's get straight into it then. So we're going to be looking at relative pronouns and pronouns. Question number 1, straight into objects. Circle the object in this sentence. Which one of these words is having something done to it? Which is receiving the action? I stroked the cat carefully. The answer is cat. So well done if you knew that one. Number 2, it says fill in the gaps with a sentence using the passive form of the verb in the boxes. The passive. So we've got to give and to walk. So bearing in mind that it needs to be in the passive form, it says after he something his breakfast, comma, the dog something by his owner. Okay, the passive form for this to give was given. So well done, excuse the handwriting, was given. After he was given his breakfast, the dog to walk by his owner, to walk becomes was walked. The dog was walked by his owner. Okay, well done if you got that one. Let's move to number 3. Okay, commas. Now add a comma in this sentence in its rightful place. So always try and read this out aloud to yourself. If you're in an exam, just whisper it as quietly as you can so no one around you can hear. But by saying it, you should know where the comma needs to go. So we've got 3 options. The first option is after although. The second option to put the comma is after the word time. And then the final option is after the word for. So although she had left on time, she was late for school. Where would you put a very slight pause in that sentence? And so, although, comma, she had left on time, she was late for school. Let's try that out. Although she had left on time, she was late for school. Nope. Although she had left on time, she was late for school. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the next one. Although she had left on time, she was late for school. That doesn't make sense. It's definitely the second one, isn't it? So, although she had left on time, she was late for school. Let's put the tick there. Oh, it should be a comma. Okay, so let's go to number 4. Number 4, it's a very hot day today. You'd better put on some sunscreen. The options are colon, semicolon, comma, or a question mark. If you're struggling with this, just do the process of elimination. We know it's not question mark. Firstly, that goes at the end of a sentence and we're not asking a question. Is it going to be a comma? It might be a comma because we need to separate it, don't we? Semicolon or colon. It's not going to be a colon. It's either a semicolon or a comma, and we'll go for semicolon. The answer is semicolon. There you go. It's very hot today. You'd better put on some sunscreen. Why is it a semicolon? Because remember, semicolons are like super commas, aren't they? Slightly longer pause. Next question. Number 5. Which sentence is punctuated correctly? I love this one. Okay, so I have 2 hobbies, semicolon, painting and hockey. Is it the next one? I have 2 hobbies, painting and hockey. Or is it the third one? I have 2 hobbies, colon, painting and hockey. Alright, so looking at the first one, I have 2 hobbies, semicolon, painting and hockey. I know it's not that one. It's not a super comma, so it's not that. I have 2 hobbies, painting and hockey. That doesn't even have any punctuation in there, so that's wrong. I have 2 hobbies, colon, painting and hockey. It is definitely that one. Okay, so a colon gets you ready for a list. So if I was to say, I went into the shop and I got out the list and it said I needed to buy, because you know there's a list coming, you'll need a colon. Bread, comma, milk, etc, etc. Alright, so that's number 5. Number 6. Okay, what does the word swiftly mean in this sentence? Swiftly. Okay, we have to get our vocabulary up, so the best way to answer these sorts of questions is to just read as much as you can. Get your vocabulary up. When you're doing your writing, get out a dictionary and go ahead and change some words and mix it up and find a better word for what it is you want. Okay, so swiftly. The owl flew swiftly towards its prey. Okay, so if I don't know what the word swiftly means, what I need to do is read the sentence in its entirety and try and infer what swiftly could mean. Try and guess what swiftly could mean from the information that we're given. Okay, so it's an owl and it says it flew, so it's obviously in flight, and it flew swiftly towards its prey. So if I get rid of the word swiftly, the owl flew towards its prey. Will it fly gradually, so slowly towards its prey? No, it definitely won't. So process of elimination, I know it's not that. Let's look at the next one. Quickly. Does it make sense? The owl flew quickly towards its prey. Yes, it could be that one. Let's look at the next one. The owl flew slowly towards its prey. No, it can't go slow. It'll run away. It'll notice the owl, won't it? Next one. The owl flew casually towards its prey. I can't see it being that one either. So, quickly. The answer's got to be quickly. And that was through a process of elimination, like I said. Go through each one, see which one makes sense, and use keywords, okay? So the owl flew. That's a huge keyword, isn't it? Towards its prey. So picture it in your head. When an owl goes to attack or goes to scoop up some prey, it's quick. It has to be quick, doesn't it? Next one. Number 7. Circle the subject in this sentence. On Thursday, Millie played at her friend's house. On Thursday, Millie played at her friend's house. Okay, so we've gone over this already, especially in class. So each sentence normally has a subject, a verb, and an object. The subject is the one doing the verb, doing the action, and the object is the thing or the person receiving the action. So on Thursday, Millie played. So I know played is going to be my verb. Okay, the subject is the one doing the action or doing the verb. Who played? It's Millie. So my answer is Millie. Millie played at a friend's house. Let's have a look at the next one. Number 8. It says replace the verb in this sentence so that it makes sense in the correct standard English form. So if someone says to me, I were first to arrive at the park, I know that's incorrect. What should it be? Not were. I were first to arrive at the park. It should be I was. I was first to arrive at the park. Number 9, and tick the pair of pronouns which best complete the sentence. Okay, again, a pronoun. We have me, him, she, us, they, them, we. We need to try and guess if we don't know by process of elimination. So if you are struggling with this question, think about which one makes sense. And like I said earlier, read it out to yourselves. Let's do it sentence by sentence. All right, our first option is us and we. Let's see if us fits in the first sentence. My brother and I loves ice skating and us both have a pair of skates. Well, that doesn't make sense, so there's no point looking at the we part. Cross that one off. Next one is me and it. My brother and I love ice skating and me both have a pair of skates. You can already tell that doesn't make sense, so clearly it's not the second one. Okay, let's look at the third one. We and they. My brother and I love ice skating and we both have a pair of skates. That makes sense. Let's have a look at the next line then to see if it continues to make sense. They are much better than the skates you hire from the ice rink. Okay, so far that seems perfect to me. Now, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to carry on. Just again, process of elimination. Let's make sure the next one doesn't make sense, so we can choose the third one. Me and them. My brother and I love ice skating and me both have a pair of skates. No, it's not that one. It has to be the third one. We and they. Right, number 10. Circle the relative pronoun in the sentence below. Okay, so just to recap, if you don't remember what a relative pronoun is, we have who, what, whom, that, whose, and which. So those are the relative pronouns that we use. So let's look at the sentence now and get ready. Which one stands out to be the relative pronoun? It's too rainy for the picnic today, comma, which is a shame. There you go, found it. Which, let's circle which is a shame. We're now going to have a little challenge ourselves. Alright, so your turn. As always, find the mistake challenge. I've gone ahead and I'm going to go ahead and answer this now. You need to tell me why it's wrong. The question is circle subject. So let's go ahead and read the sentence. Leo kicked the ball to Tiffany. Leo kicked the ball to Tiffany. I'm going to go ahead and circle Tiffany. Okay, why is this wrong? Pause the video, have a look, try and remember what it is we've learned about sentences and passive and active, and see if this is correct. Circle the subject. Leo kicked the ball to Tiffany. I think Tiffany is the subject. Okay, you're welcome to pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. All right, let's have a look at the answer then. So the question was to circle the subject. Now, if you remembered correctly, the subject is the person or the one doing the action. So let's find the verb first. Let's have a look. Leo kicked the ball to Tiffany. The verb is obviously kicked. All right, who is it that's doing the kicking? It's Leo. So I should have circled Leo. Okay, if you got that right, well done. Go ahead now and try and do this extension. It's sentence writing. So have a look at what we've gone over today. We've got a ball, a cat, and a bakery. See if you can include each feature. Write a sentence for each of the features shown below.